Hello and welcome to Disney Springs. It's Saturday, June 13th. Just finished the temperature screening at the Orange Garage, and today we're going to go through the west side portion of Disney Springs and see the differences of what is now open and what wasn't open before. If you've seen one of my older videos. And we're also going to go through and see all the safety features that Disney Springs has implemented in order to help protect guests and their cast members against COVID-19. So like I said, this came from the Orange Garage right there. At the beginning, when you first get there, there's a temperature screening that they do. Make sure your temperature is not 100.4, 100.4. If your temperature is 100.4, they'll take you into another screening area to cool you off a little bit, take your temperature again, and if your temperature continues to be above 100.4, then they will ask you and your party to head out. As you can see at the bottom of the escalator right there, there's a cast member with a white bucket hat kind of on. That cast member right there has some kind of a spray on a wipe, and they are continuing to wipe the handrail of the escalator as people get off. And I've seen that cast member rotate from side to side. So Disney is doing a good job to keep as much of those common areas, like in high-touch areas, as clean as possible. Also over here, that brown little contraption you'll see is a hand-washing station next to the security guard right there. Wearing the blue is a Purell station for hand sanitizer, and then right next to, behind that, there's a sign that tells you just a couple of health and safety guidelines for your awareness. So let's walk around the west side and kind of see what's open and see what they kind of do here for safety. Here's the sign, health and safety reminders. Wear a mask, maintain physical distancing, wash your hands, and to cover your nose when you sneeze. The theaters right there are not quite open yet. I don't think there's any official date for when they're going to open, although in Florida they are allowed to be open right now, but I've not heard anything from AMC about when they will actually open. Here's a little area where you could get a little snack or a bite to eat. As you notice, all the outdoor seating, the tables are far apart from each other to maintain the physical distancing. And there's also hand sanitizer stations posted throughout that area. Okay, as we walk down this next row of stores and everything, I'm going to point out some of the safety features that Disney has implemented. If you notice on this Disney style store, that door right there is an exit only door. It's indicated by the sign on the door as well as a marker on the ground. It says exit only. So one thing that Disney has done is they've implemented entrance only areas and exit only areas. There's also a limit to how many people could go in each store, and there's a cast member or some employee of that store at the entrance of every store counting people coming in with some kind of a handheld device typically, and then on the way out they're also counting as people leave so they can maintain the right capacity in each store. And also if the store does reach capacity, you'll notice like right here there's a sign that says please stand here. So this right here is a socially distanced cue for where to stand while you're waiting to enter the next store. So this right here is showing you where to stand if you want to enter Starbucks. If Starbucks reaches capacity, they'll have you stand out there at those markers and they will tell you when you are allowed to go in. Star Wars is open now. That wasn't open last week. A lot of the stores last week that were closed are now open.
We didn't make it very far.
Marvel Superheroes headquarters is open. The food truck stores, the food truck area is open again. Pretty much all these stores on this row are open again. There's a lot of construction going on the west side here. There's a new store, restaurant called the Beatrix. In this narrow walkway, you'll see arrows on the ground indicating where you should walk. As I mentioned before, AMC Theaters, here's the other entrance, the main entrance to the theater. That's also still closed with no way to open. Splitsville Luxury Lanes, bowling alley, very fun bowling alley. They remain closed right now, and from what I've heard from them, they will remain closed through July at the moment, and if nothing else changes. On the other side over here, Jaleo by Jose Andres. This restaurant remains closed as well. As we keep going, you're going to see there's going to be a new M&M store at Disney Springs coming soon. You can see some quite a bit of construction going on, especially from the last time I was here. They've pulled the wall back a little farther and they've started breaking down the walls here. It looks like they're doing some good construction, so that's going to be fun when that opens. House of Blues coming up on the right here. And the House of Blues store and restaurant is now open. NBA Experience to the left here. The store and the Experience are both still closed and do not have an opening date. Over here to the left, City Works, the new eatery and poorhouse here, featuring a whole bunch of different beers on tap, is now open, which was not open last week. There's a to-go area and the dining room, and all of those beers on tap right there. They have some like permanent beers as well as some rotating beers on tap. at the House of Blues, there's some live entertainment outside. And Cirque du Soleil, the new Disney show that they're creating called Drawn to Life, also does not have a opening date as of right now that I'm aware of. Okay, so let's go down this quiet little walkway over here, and we can talk a little bit more. This is one of those walkways right here on the water that I really enjoy. Hello. This is one of those beautiful walkways, usually a quiet area of Disney Springs, even without the virus going on, that I really enjoy. Right now though, with all the construction going on, it's not as nice as it usually is, but it is a beautiful day here in Central Florida. Quiet walkway. We'll make our way to the other side of the west side here, and then that's where we'll end the video. But I do thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I did want you to know that if there's any type of video that you would like me to show more, like if there's a certain store you want me to do a walkthrough tour of or something like that, any suggestions, feel free to let me know. I'm always looking for ways to create new content. And again, this is the west side of Disney Springs. It is Saturday, June 13th. Disney Springs has been open for quite some time now, almost a month. And most stores and shops and restaurants are now open, with the exception of a few. Although signage, even in this little quiet bench area right here, there's still signs to say for your safety maintain physical distancing. And there are Purell hand sanitizers, no touch automatically dispensing. And it is extremely important that when you come to a place like Disney Springs or any of the Disney properties, to use as much caution as possible and use the hand sanitizing stations as often as possible. Make sure you wash your hands and continue to wear a mask over your face. So even though there's not a lot of people over here right now, I still have my mask on, covering my nose and my mouth. That's one of the guidelines here, that unless you are eating or drinking, that you maintain a face covering at all times. Now, Disney Springs used to allow bandanas to be worn as a face covering, but that is actually no longer allowed. You need a face covering that covers snug around your mouth and your chin. So bandanas usually cover your mouth, but they kind of hang down below your chin. So that's a new rule that they've recently enforced within the last week or so. So you can see the balloon there going down. That is one of the icons here at Disney Springs. It's called the Characters in Flight. Features a nice little tethered hot air balloon flight up to 200 feet high, I believe, depending on how strong the winds are. Of course, when the winds are too strong, they will stay grounded and they will not go up in the air. That is one attraction that I need to go on and videotape it. I've been on that maybe 3 or 4 times and it's a lot of fun. But I have never gone on it and videotaped it before. So again, thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to check out my other videos, especially the COVID-19 experience videos. If you haven't seen my videos around the marketplace, you should check that out, and also around the landing area of Disney Springs as well as the town center. And that's about it. We've pretty much covered the whole west side area. So I hope you enjoy, and we will talk again soon. Thanks. Bye.